Anyway, we've got Ibrahim versus Brian. Very excited to see this. Ibrahim's got a maxed out. Ooh, look at that Ahri. That's gorgeous. Okay, turn 1 mobilized from Brian. Looks like Brian's on Master Yi. Possibly Aurora with that mobilized for the ramp 1 rune.
And we do, once again, I have to remind chat, max rarity in your deck will increase your win percentage. So we see, obviously, both alt art Ahris. We're seeing these alt runes. We're seeing the Worlds bundle sleeves, the Ahri sleeves. I respect Ibrahim. I'm thinking he's got a good shot in this game.
I think both these players with their max rarity runes are already off to a great start. I do see a tasty in Brian's hand, so if he is on Aurora, he is playing the tasties as well. I think most Aurora lists have adopted the tasties.
So I really like this matchup, especially if this is a Dazzling Aurora Master Yi, which it is. Obviously, we just saw it get flashed. Just because if Ahri is able to get established, obviously the -1 from the Legend, the -2 from the Chosen Champion, and then access to things like Smokescreen and Stupefy, when they start like trying to throw down units, like say you establish a Dazzling Aurora and then you throw Dead Bloom Predator off the top, right?
Yeah.
It's nice to get that Dead Bloom. And obviously the Ahri Chosen Champion and things like Smokescreen and Stupefy will have to pay the deflect cost on Dead Bloom, but you'll be able to get it down small enough where if Dead Bloom moves into one of these established battlefields, Dead Bloom's going to die.
Look at that sprite token, though. Bro, look at that sprite token. That's sick. He's got the Goku, dude. That's Goku, right? I see the orange pants. That's fire.
I believe definitely Dragon Ball card. Definitely Dragon Ball card.
That's really cool. The nice thing about playing these Sprite Mother type cards is that you do get to flex your Gorge token more or less, which is really cool. What would your chosen token be for the Sprite Mother?
That's a hard. I'm a big fan of Star Wars Unlimited. I'd probably use the Star Wars Unlimited card, especially like one of those showcases that they got.
Facts.
For sure. Yeah, they're
for the recruits of Battle Droid. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they do have those in Star Wars Unlimited. So yeah, for sure.
All right, here comes the tasty.
Oh, maybe the clones. Wait, you're spitting low key. I might have to buy a bunch of clone tokens from Star Wars Unlimited when I'm building my Victor deck so that I can those will be my Victor tokens. You're spitting. You're spitting.
That's actually gonna be so drippy, dude.
Yeah.
That's you're cooking. So fire. You're cooking. Okay, hold up. He traded the Zonias with the. I think that was a pump spell, right?
On guard.
On guard. Yeah, there you go.
I see Sprite Mother moving into Dreaming Tree.
He did lose his Goku, unfortunately, but yeah, he's gonna score up to 3 points. He's already got a pretty big point lead here. Not too big, and there is Aspirant's Climb in play, so he needs to score 9.
Depending on I know Ahri's like in such a weird position now because the common Ahri is you either run 1 blue or 1 green, and I think that's so interesting. On Aspirants right now, like I think obviously green Ahri would be really, really nice because if you're able to establish it, you basically negate that and you're able to go so much faster. And I think in this matchup, like you'd want something like that. Like you want access to a card that you can establish and score points quicker so that not only will you be able to outpace the Master Yi player, but you will also force him to basically stop him trying to ramp up so that he can get rid of that card. And I think that'd be like really, really good in this matchup.
I think that
move in. It'll be a 5 might unit because of the Ahri Legend. The Sprite Mother will get hit with the Unguard, putting it to 5, so they will trade. And Tasty Fey Folk, of course, Death Knell will ramp 2 more and then draw the Brian a card.
Man, that's so much value. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the other Ahri here. Oh, and here's Aurora. The other Ahri here is so critical because of that, just being able to score extra points. Honestly, very high value in these types of ramp matchups. Dead Bloom to base. We got a message from production. Looks like Skinner uses Gundams as his Victor tokens. That's pretty cool. All right, chat. What do you use for your Victor tokens? Already up to 4 points here from Ibrahim. He's got the student moving in, scoring up to 5. So,
yeah, he's off to the races already. Like Brian obviously is established with Deadbloom and Dazzling, but like the
Yeah.
5 points to 0, and of like if Ibrahim is able to like set up some more defensive things, he's gonna be in a very good spot. Ooh, his own tasty Fey folk. Interesting.
Eggplant parm, baby. I like this. I
Yeah, I
like
think he's
this.
cooking. I definitely think he's cooking.
Yeah, and if he has some of those key interactive cards that he has here, maybe a charm, maybe like a discipline or something like that to be able to hold this battlefield on this turn, I think going up to 7 or like even 6 would be pretty critical for him.
Well,
That being
sadly, he
said,
can't go to he can't discipline. He only has one. Obviously, we know there's a charm in hand, but I don't think he wants to pay the
oh, he
deflect
only has
cost. He
one rune.
doesn't
Okay.
have to. I'm sure he's banking on that. Deadbloom's going to come in there anyway.
Yeah.
He just has to remember, of course, the -1 on the legend ability, and that does not target, so it will not trigger deflect.
Yep.
So it's looking at 7 to currently what is students what a 2, so 7 to 8 currently. We do see the discipline come down on Brian's end, so Deadbloom is currently a 10 might unit and will drop to 9 once it moves into Dreaming Tree.
Yeah, that's pretty critical too. That'll help him take stuff down if that student does get pumped up as well. Um, Speaking of drip, dude, I just noticed both of their sleeves on their rune decks, and the Ahri sleeves on the main deck of
Yeah, they
Ibrahim's
dripped
deck.
out, dude. They dripped out.
On this mat, oh, the green mirror on this mat is
Sir. Yes,
crazy.
sir. Absolutely.
I'm losing my mind right now. I
Yeah, this
got I gotta
playmat
chill
actually
out.
has I've commentated a lot of PPG events, and they do have a lot of good mats, but I definitely have to say this is probably my favorite mat they've ever seen because it's like I don't want to say it's distracting. Maybe distracting is not the word, but it is very much like it just looks good. Like it fits it so well. It is legit, absolutely a phenomenal playmat. I'm so glad that I ordered mine.
If you're an Ahri or Master Yi player, you need this mat. Let's be real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so big taps here, big runes. Is this Master Yi himself in the
Yep.
flesh?
Yes, sir.
Looks like Brian is going to be trying to take control of this game, take back over the lead, and Ibrahim has now nothing in play, and he's staring down some huge boys. A second predator has hit the battlefield, Mr. President. How do you feel about all this? This is crazy.
Yeah, this is oppressive because now our Legend Ari is just turned off. And I don't know
Yeah,
how, like, we've already seen him exhaust one of his tasty Fey folks. I don't know how you come back from this.
this might be checkmate. I think Aspirant's climb in play. Ibrahim needs 4 points. There's an active Aurora. He has a lot of cards and he has every rune. So I'd like to be proven wrong, but this position is very damning. And Brian also has runes available. So something like Defy here
Yeah, it would be
could
huge.
could completely shut down a critical piece like Charm or something like that.
Yeah.
Got to start somewhere. There's the Fey Folk.
Yeah, we're in such a rough spot at this point.
Yeah, this is brutal. I do see, I think, 2 copies of Charm. So
Yeah, but I don't know how you get out of this. The double Dead Bloom is just absurd. And one of them has the Master Yi Legend ability, and the other one has a Master Yi Chosen Champion. I don't know how you get through this.
yeah, I think if I'm Ibrahim, I'm trying to set up a board. You have a turn or two to do this, and then you want to charm away as much as you can,
Mm-hmm.
and then swing in and try to score, and then somehow hold.
Yeah, but somehow
I
hold is the big part there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna be really
yeah.
hard. Like being at 5 points, if he was at 7 points, totally different story.
Yeah, but
Totally different story. Being at 5 here is, especially with that Aspen's climb, even being at 5 and maybe going to 8 wouldn't be too bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, with the
There
orange
is.
Bear, dude, I think I'm trying for next game.
Ooh, is there anything? Is there anything in blue that could get out of this? I don't know. Oh, and a white flame. That's just extra power. And he's going to play to base. That's confidence.
Yeah.
That's confidence.
I'm very interested to see if he's able to get out of this.
Me too.
Now, I see this board as a Lee Sin player though, and like the Lee Sin signature spell would do numbers right here, right now. Being able to move everything around, have them like crash into each other would be so much value.
True. I am looking at Ibrahim's sideboard, and he does have some pretty critical tech for this matchup. So I think even if he does end up dropping this game, which is looking like it's going to be the case, he will have some really, really nice ones for the game 2 and game 3. So yeah. It all depends on how Brian here wants to side, because he could counter side, maybe do something a little bit more like the mid-range smoke screen that we saw in the finals of Houston, and also in the top 8 of yesterday's event. Yeah, I maybe even can see. I would probably go next.
So I'm assuming in this situation right now, he's trying to do Tasty Fate Folk so that he can trade with the Master Yi. He obviously doesn't have to worry about a buff spell because Brian's all tapped out. But then, like, what do you do as a follow up? Another Tasty Fate Folk and you can't even follow up. Interesting. So he might be going for Dead Bloom. So the Ahri on attack can give -2 to the Dead Bloom. He'll have to pay the deflect cost. Yeah, because Ahri does target the Ahri Legend doesn't, but the Ahri Chosen Champ does.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then here's the discipline.
Out. Yeah. So we're looking at 12 right now to I forget how big Ahri is. I think I want to say 3.
Ahri does have 3 might, yes.
So we're looking at 11 to 12 right now. He's trying to get another discipline off the top. I think there's a smoke screen in there.
Yeah, smoke screen could.
I think there's a smoke screen in there.
He's trying to build up a lot of power here, and
that's right. He gets the draw off of the volley bear. That's right.
Even this though, like, okay, let's say you win this fight, you're still scoring 1 point. You still need to do that 3 more times. Like, I don't know.
So just to answer the question in chat, there are 3 different events across all 3 days of this weekend. So yesterday was the 5K tournament, today's the 10K tournament, and then on Sunday is another 5K tournament.
Yes. So 3 massive Riftbound events this weekend. Shout outs to PPG, of course, for putting these on.
Losing the Fate Folk is definitely unfortunate. Because, yeah, Fate Folk charming something would be really good, but everything is just so big at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of cooked. I think this one's wraps, but
I give him respect for trying to like find his way out of it, because I definitely think I would have scooped up early.
Yeah, I would have conceded this one for sure, but respect. Yeah. Here comes the student trying to reinforce. Maybe some charms on a showdown could like do something, but like
you can't play charm in a showdown.
Oh, you can't. That's right. It's a spell, not an action. He's gonna play charm right now. Try and take out that Dead Bloom Predator. He's got to pay the deflect cost.
Board. Oh, because what? The Dead Bloom already has the -2 from the first Ahri, -2 from the second Ahri, puts it at 4, -1 off the Legend, drops it at 3. Yeah, so they trade there.
Yeah. And the Ahri is pumped up from the discipline, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, he's hiding something here. Dude, if he wins this game, I need to retire.
I'd be very impressed. Yeah, I'd be very impressed.
Ahri is tier 1 if he wins this game. This is like,
I wouldn't say Ahri's tier 1. I would give this to him as a pilot. He's definitely like playing. If he's able to pull this out, he's definitely a good player.
That's true.
I mean, he's already playing better than I would easily in this situation.
He's actually playing, which is definitely better than what I would be doing. I would be going next, especially considering how good his sideboard is for this matchup. Like, he has 8 cards for this matchup in his sideboard. So, I'm actually curious. All right, we've got 4 runes being exhausted here. Is that going to be a catalyst to draw a card? Yep, looks like catalyst. He'll be able to channel 1 and draw 1. So there's the channel and there's the draw. He still has 7 runes available. 7's a little bit awkward. A lot of your units in this deck cost 8. So he can't like White Flame again here. He can't really, and he's already used his Master Yi. But does it really matter? I think he's just gonna swing the White Flame and then Aurora trigger and yeah. I think just that Aurora is so disgusting. It's so gross. Man.
Yeah, and even if you're able to fully clear this, like having the Aurora on board is just like, it's just going to replace anything you just spent all this time and effort to try and clear.
Yeah. Here comes Charm, and that's going to...
Yeah, because it'll do -2 to something, but those things are just massive.
Yeah.
To defy this.
If he defies this and Brian defies back, I think that's your concession moment. I think that's the... Because he's going to lose his hidden card too. Oh, he's going to try to respond with the hidden card. Okay, consult the past. Draw a couple of cards. There's defy. There's a defy back.
Yeah, I would defy just to be petty here. Just
yeah, third away. He's like, okay, can we just go next? Yeah. All right. There goes the Ahri. Here comes the score, up to 6. He can play a Confront if he wants to, or he can just save it to like cycle during a showdown. Dazzling Aurora. There's another White Flame. Just play it to the Aspirant's Climb to reinforce, most likely. Unless he is nervous about a Watcher. Looks like he might want to...
Watcher's not good enough.
Yeah, it's not good enough here. That's funny. He cut the 2 cards that were recycled. Good meme. Solid meme, Ibrahim. Okay. Locked in with the runes. Let's see. Yeah, just show the hand. Yeah. All right. Let's go game 2, baby. Let's go game 2.
Yeah, I mean, he tried, but once that Dazzling Aurora got established, like he was doing a good job, but there was just way too many big bodies already on board.
Yeah.
And then if he even somehow managed to clear it, where there's like 5, like 8 mite units plus the orange volley bear, there's no way you get out of that. There's no way you clear all of that and then still have the resources to deal with Dazzling Aurora and whatever is going to bring out the next turn. Like it was way too cooked.
I agree. I actually think this is a bad matchup for Ahri. I'll be the first to say it, especially particularly Master Yi Aurora. If he's playing against Misfortune, he might have a bit better matchup, but this looks like
I think the issue, like you need to have like your perfect setup before you have to have like your one of the battlefields entirely locked down, blue Ahri and something else already locked down, and have a bunch of buff spells and charm in your hand before the dazzling gets established, so that every time one unit comes out, you bring it out and like you deal with it instantly. You in this matchup, you absolutely cannot afford to let them start going wide with the massive units that they have.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I think that game is going to be for sure the hardest of the 3 for Ibrahim, because not only does he not have his sideboard in, but he has to score 9 points through Aspirant's Climb.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was just super rough for sure.
Yeah. Like that just felt like you might as well. You see the Aurora hit play, you're just like, all right, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Let me bring in my 8-card sideboard in, and we'll go off. So
yeah.
Interesting question.
Now you said he had like, what are the cards that you saw on his sideboard that you think are going to help?
Without giving away too much, there is a direct answer to Dazzling Aurora, and then there is also another direct answer to Dazzling Aurora. So there's
interesting. Okay.
A couple different, and between the 2 of those, of which he's playing multiple copies, he's also got a nice little trick that I think does pretty well in some circumstances in this matchup, and most circumstances in this matchup, I'd say. So he does have 8 cards he could bring in here, theoretically, if he wanted to. So.
Yeah, I will say that was a really rough round 1. I'm very interested to see how he balances back. I love seeing good Ahri players. On paper, I really like what the deck can do. So hopefully he can really showcase like how strong the deck is and show us why he brought it to a 10K this weekend.
It's a really unique deck. I think like the combination of blue and green it's interesting. It doesn't have like the mobility on the progressive side that purple has. Oh, already underway. We've got the Stalwart in play, and we've got a confront here from Brian. Looks like Obelisk of Power,
which is really nice.
That is an insane draw.
He has another mobilize too. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this going to get defied? Nope.
No, absolutely no. You gotta say that for later for sure.
Yeah, I think defying mobilize doesn't make a ton of sense for sure. But yeah, defy can counter anything that costs four runes and 1 power or less. So it could counter like Catalyst Vions, or it could be used to save for something like Charm, for example. Some of the more obnoxious cards later in the game, or just countering your opponent's defy. Here we've got the Sprite Mother being played to the place. I don't know if it was played directly to the battlefield or not, or to the base.
No, I think it's played to base in the token with the obelisk.
Okay.
Oh, this is obelisk in this game too, going second. That's so nasty.
It is really nasty.
Mine's already had a great start.
He's got 7 runes. He's got Eons and Mobilize here. Ibrahim knows that Brian cannot play one of his big units this turn outside of the Fey Folk. And he also knows that Brian can't play Aurora this turn. So, maybe there's a specific card that prevents Aurora that Ibrahim could leave mana up for, that he potentially has in his sideboard on the next turn. And he could be kind of chilling that way. And I wonder if Brian would play around that card much. But I think from this position, it's in Brian's best interest to get as many runes as possible so that he could maybe have a turn where he goes Aurora plus his own Wind Wall, I suppose. Like that's probably what he's looking to ramp up to here.
Ibrahim already at 3 points, which is really nice, but I think he needs to really start going wide. We're getting close to these thresholds for dazzling.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he does have, I think, 5 outs to dazzling that he boarded in. So the chances of him having it here, having one of those 5 is pretty high.
Yeah.
We'll see if he wants to commit one, or if it's perhaps more of a counterspell type situation. Here comes playing Ahri directly to reinforce on the Grove of the God Willow. I like Ibrahim's position here. I actually think he's crushing.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's what I honestly thought last game too, but then Brian just started popping off.
Well, the difference here is Ibrahim can now have the I'll just say it. He has 3 wind walls in his sideboard. He's representing wind wall right now. So if Brian goes for a big Aurora here, wind wall just full skips his turn.
Nope.
Wind wall can't be defined.
That's not what wind wall does.
Oh, it doesn't. You're right.
Yeah.
It only counters spells.
Yeah. If you could wind wall to stop dazzling, that'd be pretty nuts.
Does he not have the dazzling? He's just going for the Predator?
Yeah, so going 8 drops down to 7 against.
Why did I think wind wall could counter anything? I'm ass. Oh my goodness.
5. I'm assuming your buff spell's coming down too.
Yeah, true. Or
because the 5. Because of 5, so what they trade right now? He might even lose. Is Ahri a 3 or a 2?
Ahri is a 3, and the Stalwart is a 3 while defending.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, Deadbloom would die. So I'm assuming Discipline's coming down right now. Yep.
There's a Discipline. Yeah. This can be windwalled. I will say this can be stopped.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a defy though. You don't want to give him draws, and you definitely don't want to give him the buff. If you can take down a Deadbloom right here, it's gonna be huge.
Defy will be met by Brian's Defy because he does have the mana for it and he does have one in hand. So might be a little bit of a counterspell fight.
Mm-hmm. 2 for Smokescreen. Got to pay the deflect cost. Yep. Well, that's the orange. Yep, there's the deflect cost. There's the Defy. Now you defy this. Yep. Now see, Brian is another one.
He doesn't have the second Defy. So
because now that's just 1 might. So this Dead Bloom doesn't even trade with anything.
Yeah, it just gets smoked. That being said, Ibrahim does drop to 1 rune. Is that going to matter? We'll find out. Looks like there's another.
Oh, he is on 1 rune? I thought that was just he stacked it funny. Well, yeah, that's yikes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What? Am I missing something?
I think that Dead Bloom
would be at 8, drop to 7 off Legend, drop to 5 off of Ahri, drop to 1 off Smokescreen.
But then he has the Discipline, which pumps it up by 2.
Oh, that's right, because he did Defy. So it goes to 3, so it trades with Ahri. Yeah, okay. Because he Smokescreen and then Defied. He didn't Defy and then Smokescreen. Yep, you're right.
Not that it really matters too much. I think Ibrahim's in a pretty good spot here.
Yeah. That's gonna work. There's another Dead Bloom in hand, and I think that was an Aurora draw.
He drew Aurora?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Luckiest man alive right now. He is
I don't even know if
down.
it's luck. We've seen him ramp and draw so much.
He just loses. He just loses. He's at 6. Ibrahim's at 6 points.
Oh, Ibrahim, he's at 6. Yeah, that's
He
right.
has to Dead Bloom and he has to win.
Dead Bloom Charm could be huge right here. I don't think he has. It doesn't look like a charm though. I think it's Rune Prison. Yeah, I think it's Rune Prison, Dead Bloom, and Dazzling.
So he has to Dead Bloom into the boys just to not lose the game instantly. And that's 2 Dead Blooms down. So like this Sprite Mother might go the distance. Actually, that's kind of crazy.
First point on the board.
Yes. He does still have access to Master Yi to maybe take down the Sprite Mother to prevent it from scoring the last point here. But I think, yeah, Charm plus the Sprite Mother on Ibrahim could win the game. He has a ton of cards. Oh, yep, there's the next Sprite Mother. Let's see Goku hit the battlefield again. Who would win, Goku or Dead Bloom Predator? Oh, wow, he's actually going... He's going battlefield with a Dead Bloom. Trying to hold it through a Master Yi. I like this play from Ibrahim. It's actually pretty smart. I think it's going to be pretty difficult for Brian to come back.
Obviously, we know he has Rune Prison in hand. We need another Dead Bloom Rune Prison.
Yeah.
But was that Tasty Fate Folk Rune Prison?
Well,
I don't think that's fair.
He could Master Yi. He could Master Yi.
But then the Ahri drops it down to 5, and then it loses both Sprite Mothers.
That's such an awkward number.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't think he gets there. I think he doesn't have enough resources.
He's off by like 1 might too, which is so funny.
And I feel like I feel like he only got Aurora out or in hand like 1 turn late, and like because of that, he just like is just in such a losing position. It's actually insane.
Yeah, it was just off by 1 turn, and he wasn't able to stabilize because two Dead Blooms are already gone. I guess he's just risking it. He's saying, I need to hit another Dead Bloom here.
Another Dead Bloom doesn't get there though.
He has doesn't he have the stun card?
He does have Rune Prison, you're right. Yeah, that's game. TG.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be the game. Yeah, he had to hit the 3rd.
Yeah, I forgot about the Rune Prison. Yeah.
But even then, like he had to hit the 3rd Dead Bloom. Like the chances of him hitting it there.
3rd Dead Bloom though, it goes to 7. Yeah,
it does. They just
trade, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it would. No, he would stun the token, wouldn't he? And then he would take out both mothers at 3 might.
Yeah, so it's 7/7.
Wait, why would it be 7? Am I missing something?
Sprite Mothers are each 3, right? And then the token's a 1, so that's 7. And then Dead Bloom.
But he could stun one of the.
Oh, he stuns 1 so that it like.
Yeah.
Because it ties. If it ties though, wouldn't he be bounced off? Is that not how that works?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. I actually.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm tripping because they would still deal. Deadloom still deals a 7, so he kills everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
would
my
take out
mistake.
everything.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
take out everything. Yeah, he just
Yeah,
doesn't.
I didn't think.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
I don't think stun stops your unit from dealing damage. I think it just stops them.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
brain fart. My apologies.
You're all good. You're all good. The token doesn't matter for Devlin because the token won't score.
Oh, that's right. It wouldn't even matter because it dies before hold.
That was a sick game, though. I mean, Ibrahim got out early.
He played that out of his mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had the critical smoke screen, which was a card that I was saying he would side in this matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking Windwall would counter Dazzling Aurora. Man, that's gonna.
I
wish,
wish,
so
dude. As a green player, I wish.
That's gonna be so trippy for me to have to readjust my brain to understand. You know.
Mm.
All right, everybody in chat, press 1 if you think Ibrahim's going to win this one. Press 2 if you think Brian's going to take it home. I want to see your predictions right now. Turn 1, mobilize. Turn 1, stalwart boy. All right, Brian goes up to 5 runes. Let's see what he's able to do. This Catalyst of Eons, okay. He's hitting his ramp curve pretty nicely, but does he have the Aurora in hand?
Dazzling Aurora is such an interesting concept of deck too, because like obviously we saw Brian have Dazzling like so early game 1, and he was able to drop it perfectly on curve and just absolutely exploded, and then he just saw it 1 turn too late last game and just lost control of the game completely. And it's crazy how like it just it can be such an all or nothing style of deck.
And the thing too about last game, which like it wasn't just that he saw it 1 turn too late, it's that he also saw 2 Dead Bloom Predators before he saw the Aurora.
Yeah.
So that like his Aurora was that much less likely to find him a comeback card.
Yeah. For sure.
So it was quite a bit of sequence that like was kind of out of his control, but
but he hits it instantly.
This looks like it's very much in his control, and only 2 points on Ibrahim's side.
Yeah, it's drastically different than it was last time. A dead. We already saw a dead bloom in his hand, so if he can ripple, yikes!
Oh my gosh, another dead bloom.
I don't think I've seen a Dazzling Aurora player hit dead blooms as consistency as he's doing it. He is just going nuts right now.
Spinning the wheel. This is why I think Dazzling Aurora is the best card in the game right now.
Yeah, when it hits, the ceiling is absurd.
It's unreal. It's unreal. This is like, not only is it a comeback play, a huge might unit directly into a battlefield, points on the board, it's also that every single turn after this as well. For free.
That's not even, you can't even call it like a comeback play at this point. He's established like as fast as Ibrahim did, but now he gets a free 8-drop unit every turn.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's like, yeah, that's wild.
That is so nuts.
All right, Sprite Mother going in.
Hopefully we can see some gear removal in this, because this is going to be see a little Adaptatron coming in would be huge.
He does have the Adaptatrons in the sideboard, so let's see. It doesn't look like he's drawn one. I think he would have played it last turn if he had one to try and like guarantee. Yeah.
Stop them from bringing it out. Oh.
The worst part about Adaptatron though is that like they already get the value. They already get the value of the Aurora. So it's just like, man.
He's about to just undo another Dead Bloom into.
Yeah.
The White Flame and Charm would be really nice.
White Flame Charm is disgusting. I don't know if he's even
Charm though.
He may have sided the Charms out. No, there's no way, right? There's no way you side out Charm in this matchup.
They got Charm. Yeah, so it looks like I think is that a confront? If it's a confront, he can confront drop White Flame to target itself. Oh, no, it's
Yeah,
mobilize. That's what it is. Okay, it's find your center, mobilize, discipline, white flame, and dead bloom.
Dead Bloom. Yeah. Okay, so it's not confront.
Still
Yeah,
a
I was about
nutty
to say.
hand. Still an absolute nutty hand for sure.
I mean, you could honestly just go base. Your opponent's at 3 points. Like, what do
Yeah,
they get?
there's no rush for. But I think that's probably exactly what it is. He's probably so used to being like so behind on points that he has to play super aggressive. But like
Yeah,
only being behind a single point this early on, he can definitely like take it more slow than he normally would.
yeah. And the unit quality, yeah, he's gonna go Master Yi to base with ready. He can now get aggressive if he wants to, or he can just build up an army.
Mm.
Yeah, he's just gonna end phase Aurora trigger, and let's see what we find. There's White Flame. Probably reinforce. I'd probably actually no, going base isn't bad either.
Yeah, just that way you can take over that other battlefield just as easy.
Yeah. And Ibrahim has to take out this Dazzling, or not Dazzling, Dead Bloom and the Dazzling Aurora, and now all these units that are starting to build up at the base. I think this one's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the strength of Master Yi Aurora. This is why it got all the way to second place at last weekend's regional in Houston. And that's why it also did very well in yesterday's 5K. It's just a disgusting deck.
Pop off, yeah. Brian's
remember,
definitely a hit, though. It is like this weekend has definitely been a phenomenal showcase for Master Yi. Obviously, he did good in Houston, but watching Daniel yesterday and Brian today, like it really is like a scary, scary deck.
Yeah, yeah. And like Ahri's a little bit, it's an off meta pick, right? It's gonna struggle with some of these like top end like bombs that some of the more meta decks are playing, right? You can have the Adaptatrons, like you can sideboard for it. So if you are playing Ahri and you're looking at this, maybe like consider going up to 3 Adaptatrons just so you have as many chances as possible. But yeah, this is looking I believe the term is Jover.
Oh, I'm not even able to do anything. Plays a hidden card and a Yordle and just passes.
Yeah. Second White Flame is about to hit like a truck right now.
I don't even know what that other hit. I don't even know what the hidden card could possibly be to save him from losing this battlefield.
I think the only hidden cards that we've seen so far is Consult the Past, and that is just like not gonna do it here.
That's not gonna do anything for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's
another white flame on the white flame. Yeah.
Yeah. Second White Flame is how you wrap this one up. Send in the White Flame. I am interested. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, consult.
Yep.
I mean, double. I mean, I think that one of those was a smoke screen, but I mean, what is he at right now? Like a 16 mite unit drops down to 14 off the Ahri, 13 off the other Ahri.
I mean,
triple smoke screen.
There's only 4 runes open though.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the many units that are in play on Brian's side of the field. Aurora's going to hit in the end step too.
Yeah.
This is Ibrahim is just showing off his deck at this point. Yeah. Which, to be fair, valid. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. The Mountain Drake to reinforce one of these battlefields would be just mean. Yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah. 18 might.
Yeah.
Jeez. Mountain Drake's kind of a nasty card. I actually really like that it doesn't cost power, like in these Aurora decks.
And he hit at the perfect time too. Like he's already established. He doesn't need something like Dead Bloom. He's in control of both battlefields and base. And hitting Mountain Drake off Aurora right now is perfect because it's just a reinforcement card.
Yep. Here comes the Fey Folk. Brian's going to go to 6 points here. His only job at this point is to put everything on the 2 battlefields and just say, all right, do it. Do what you must.
There's no way. This is just game. They're just playing it out just to play it out.
Yeah, they're showing off the decks. They're pretty. The Defy was also the draw, so it's like even if there was like some triple charm nonsense, it's just not.
Unchecked power would be really cool right now.
Does he play that? That would be insane. Oh my god.
What's unfortunate though is like The only way unchecked power even helps him here is if Brian overextends and pushes everything into the both battlefields.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Brian, I'd do it. I'd just say you don't have it. I must gamble at every moment. I have a problem, Max. There's a Fey Folk with ready. There's an end step Aurora trigger. And there's
Orange
a Foley
Molly.
Bear.
Yeah, yikes. Yeah, it's already unchecked power bust, but like that card does not see competitive play anymore. I highly doubt we're gonna see it.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And again, even if we did, that just ends his turn though, and then Brian just pushes both battlefields.
Yeah, so this is what they call in the business checkmate. Yeah.
Master Yi's still good, boys. Master Yi is still good.
Now Ibrahim is still in the tournament. It is cool to see his swagged out Ahri deck. It's a gorgeous looking deck.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Brian's gonna take this one down.
Oppressive.
That looked like a tough matchup for Ibrahim. I don't really know.
I will say Brian hit like the nuts though. Like the only game he didn't like, obviously Ibrahim was able to win that game, but he like basically turn 2 Dazzling Aurora, and then you just consistently are dropping huge units. Yeah, it's very hard for you to come back from that.
All right, we are here live after round number 2. I am joined by the winner of round number 2 in our feature match, Mr. Brian. Brian, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good after that game.
I would think so.
Yeah.
When you signed up this morning and you were putting your deck together, were you thinking, "Oh, Ahri, I'm going to be playing a lot of Ahri today"?
No, absolutely not. No, and I was so scared of like time warps and everything else because that deck can get a little scary. So
absolutely. Do you have a lot of reps on Ahri? I'm guessing that's not a deck that a lot of people play test against.
I have a local that plays it, but that's about my extent. It's a couple of games here and there, not a whole lot.
Nice. Well, it worked out for you. It got a little still scary there for a moment, but game 3 looked like everything went pretty smooth for you, so that's great to see. Why Master Yi today? Obviously, a lot of people talking about Annie, a lot of people talking about Kaisa. You know, what made you decide, other than the fact that maybe you got those cards first, because I know right now it's hard to build multiple decks, but what made you decide to go with the Aurora E deck today?
Yeah, so I've been playing mid-range E for a while.
Okay.
And so we were kind of thinking about, okay, mid-range E is really good into Annie. Annie's going to have a high representation, but the highest representation overall was still Kaisa.
Sure.
And I want to have the best matchup into that, which Aurora does.
For sure.
And then I can tech for the Annie matchup. So that was kind of my thought there.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're just looking to play against some Kaisas today, which most people are probably not looking for that. But yeah, you're looking to be the Kaisa killer today. So wishing you luck on the rest of the event. I'm sure we'll probably be seeing you later if you keep it up. And I appreciate you taking the time for the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited.
Thank you so much. Keep an eye on Brian. He's coming for you guys. Back to you guys.